Alrighty. Hello, our fully vision patients and friends. We are here today as our very first lunchtime, end of the month lunchtime webinar. So we're excited about this, that we're going live at your lunch. And so hopefully you can join us every single month now, the last Tuesday of every month from 12:15 to 12:45. We want to be cognizant of your time because we know a lot of you are busy multitasking, eating your lunch and watching the webinar at the same time. We want to have enough time just at the very end for prizes with Miss Stevie doing her prize thing. And we all want to make sure that we acknowledge our patients as far as questions and answers. So feel free to go down in your Zoom chat box there that you see. It looks like a little bubble, and put in your wonderful little questions for us. Miss Amy, who's up at the top here in my screen. Amy, as you all know, is our radio frequency technician and master of all. And basically, Amy's going to be fielding those questions to Gabby, who in my screen is right below me. Gabby, as you all know, is our master advanced laser master esthetician, and she is amazing and knowledgeable on skin. Why are we doing stuff about skin, everyone asks, when we're eye doctor place here? Well, guess what? The biome and the pH of your skin matters because it matches really closely to the biome and the pH of your ocular surface. So everything comes back to dry eye, and we want to make sure whatever lotions and potions us ladies and men are using on our face aren't going to cause damage to these fragile to precious eyes that we have. So we're going to get a wonderful lecture from Gabby today to understand when to use retinols, how to use retinols properly, and how they can help build collagen, elastin, and all this beautiful stuff that helps with structure and function of the ocular surface. So without any ado, I'm going to share this off to Miss Gabby.
All right, hello. So retinol has kind of been controversial with the whole around the eyes, and it's really just about how you use it. So today we're going to go over why you would use it, how you would use it, when to put it in your routine, kind of everything you need to know about retinol. Starting off with, what is it? So it's also known as vitamin A, retinol acetate, retinoic acid. It has a whole bunch of different names. But basically it helps to also fight free radical damage, just like antioxidants you put on in the morning. And it's one of the top forms of anti-aging skincare via topical, of course, that began development in early 1970s. So it's been around for quite a bit, and it is one of those, definitely, it's pretty well known at this point where it's in everything. I've seen it in body washes, which I don't really recommend, but I see it in everything now. The main thing I want people to know about retinol is that you must use it with a sunscreen because it is going to photosensitize you. This means that you will be more sensitive to burn, and also you cannot be using this with laser light-based treatments because you are also more likely to be sensitive to those treatments. Again, retinol is available over the counter as well as medical grade. Really, the only difference is the potency you get, how effective it's going to be. But retinol is retinol. I like the medical grade. All right, so how does it work? So proliferation, or basically skin cell turnover, is what it mainly does. It makes that go by quicker. So when you think about when you're younger and you skid your knee, it maybe heals in a couple of days. Now, if you were to skid your knee, you're going to have a scraped up knee for about 2 weeks. So retinol helps to kind of speed up that cell turnover, get things kind of healing faster. Not only does it exfoliate any dead skin cells, it kind of kicks those out, gets new ones coming in, but it also can shrink down those pores by doing that, as well as increasing collagen production and helping with anti-aging and acne, since it is helping with that skin cell turnover. Basically, of course, that's a good thing for anti-aging, but as well as for acne patients. It's going to help kind of get all that gunk out when you feel one kind of under the surface. It's going to help kind of get it out and get it out of the way for us. So when using retinol, again, it is photosensitizing, so it can cause a little bit more harm than good if you do get a lot of sun exposure. So for my people that are sun worshipers, as much as I love retinol, I would say maybe hold off on it. So definitely sunscreen is essential. You can do the one that we have here, the tinted SPF. I'm never too picky with sunscreen. As long as you're wearing SPF 30 or higher, I'm happy. All right, so how would you incorporate this into your routine? Again, since it's photosensitizing, it is an ingredient you only use at night. It is technically a serum, so you would cleanse, do your retinol, lotion, go to bed. There are two different techniques of applying that I really like to incorporate when I use retinol. These aren't necessary, but for someone with sensitive skin like I have, it definitely helps to make it less aggressive. So there's buffering, which consists of either mixing your retinol with your lotion or putting your lotion on first and then your retinol on top. And this is a way that it can make it more tolerable for your skin. We also have skin cycling, which is basically on Monday, you would use retinol. On Tuesday and Wednesday, you would use a hyaluronic acid or something moisturizing. And it just gives your skin a break from retinol. And some studies have even shown that having waves of retinol be reintroduced into the skin will actually get you better results than having it every night. That being said, I do have some people that swear by using it every night and kind of getting over that dryness of the skin. And once you get past it, then they are amazed with their results. I refuse to have that. I hate getting that dry kind of flaky skin that you get when you first start using it. So I really like using these methods. So again, when you go in, you're going to use a cleanser that you like, makeup remover, some kind of, you can use your OcuSoft to remove your makeup, then use your Bubbly Fresh to remove kind of any other impurities that you want to remove. Then you do your serum, which can be, again, mixed with your moisturizer. But an example for skin cycling would be day 1, retinol, day 2 and 3, hyaluronic acid. Moisturizer is essential when using retinol because it can be a little bit harsh and drying. And really a good thing to keep in mind if you've never used retinol before, try it out once a week, slowly add it into your routine because it can be drying. You really want to avoid the upper lid, even with our eye retinol. Really, you just want to keep it right through here. It'll still take care of those crow's feet and any of the kind of under eye baggy kind of lines. But our meibomian glands really don't like it when we put it on here, especially because our eyelids can get really oily and it can kind of seep that product into the lash line and make things not so comfortable for you. So right through here is perfect for the eye retinol. For the facial retinol, if you're using both, since it's a little bit stronger, I like to say leave a good amount of space around the eye with the facial retinol. So some precautions. Again, excessive sun exposure. I don't bring retinol or I discontinue using it if I know I'm going to be going camping or a lake trip or something where I'm going to be outside all day. Also AHA, BHA serums. So, I have a salicylic acid serum that I use for acne. I would not use that serum on the same night that I use retinol. I would have them separated. Vitamin C, they're gonna just kind of cancel each other out. Vitamin C is better used in the morning. You can use them on the same day, just vitamin C in the morning, retinol at night. Same thing with benzoyl peroxide. It cancels out the retinol. It's just, you're wasting product at that point. And then treatment-wise, you want to avoid things that are exfoliating. So waxing is technically exfoliating. You can get lifted skin if you wax while using retinol. So we want to have 48 hours from your last use of retinol. Laser light energy devices such as IPL and 1540 that we have here, a minimum of 2 weeks from your last use. Chemical peels and microneedling, depending on the peel, some peels recommend that you use retinol up until the peel. So it really depends on those. With microneedling, again, it kind of depends on how much your skin is conditioned. For me, my skin is so sensitive that I would be off retinol for a few days. If I were to microneedle my mom, if I would let her, she would have me microneedle retinol into her face. That's how much she is used to it. So it really kind of depends on your skin condition. But otherwise, I know this is the part that you're here for, the fun part. Enough of me blabbing.
No, can you show them those two bottles real quick?
Here,
Thanks,
let me
sweetheart.
stop sharing so you can actually see my face. Okay, so we have Anti-Gravity Wonder, which is our facial retinol. So this one, you twist the little top and you have a pump bottle right there. And then we have our Rewind Time, which is a smaller bottle. And this is the eye retinol, that again, little pump top. And you really don't need much of the product, especially when you're first starting out with it. Again, I use the tiniest bit because I'm really sensitive. My mom would probably be slapping this all over your face and just loving it. It's different for everyone.
And your mom's gorgeous, so she.
Yeah, she's been using retinol probably.
Yes, she has.
I was in diapers, so.
Well, and the rest of us are just getting, a little late to the party, but I will say, I have noticed definitely a big change in my skin. And of course, I have nothing on other than my moisturizer and SPF. We're big about just, making sure the pH is balanced. So anything that we're using isn't going to cause damage to the ocular surface. So there are a lot of facial washes and such over the counter that unfortunately the pHs are off and wrong. And so that's why we're so crazy about it now. And we talk about it with every single patient that has ocular surface disease. No matter what you put on your face, we have to make sure it has nothing on the naughty list. So none of our serums, nothing on our product line is in the naughty list. And so you can be safe knowing that it is safe to use. And I think it's great that I think Amy has a couple of people that have chimed in.
We have a couple of questions here. Actually, we've got 4 of them now. Okay, first one. Do you have to stop retinol use before radio frequency temperature treatments?
No, so radio frequency is the best because unless you have a pacemaker or a metal plate in your head, you're pretty much good to go with that one. You can be any skin tone, you can be using any products. I mean, I wouldn't recommend to get like a microneedling treatment, then hop right into a radio frequency. But as far as topicals go, it's a really friendly treatment to pair stuff with.
All right, the questions keep coming on in. It says, I'm not familiar with vitamin C for face. Is that applying topically?
Yeah. So it's not the same as taking like a vitamin C vitamin. It is actually a different formula for facial application. So they make a smaller molecule because something like, the vitamin C that we get in those little airborne packets or, something that we would consume, that molecule is too big because it's something that we just, eat, absorb. It's good. For the face, we have products like our Calm, Cool, and Corrected has vitamin C, as well as our Citrus Serenity. These contain antioxidants, the vitamin C, that help to kind of attack those free radicals in the environment. So you can age 2 ways, sun exposure and environmental damage. Sunscreen and antioxidants work hand in hand to fight off both of those. So vitamin C topically is a lot different than something you would ingest, but same idea. It's an antioxidant. It just helps with different things.
All right.
Would you say,
sorry,
I was just going to say, don't you find with vitamin C, it's kind of skin tightening as well?
Yeah, it works together with other products to kind of make it work better. It's mostly all about brightening as well. It helps to give you kind of that glow. It can help with pigmentation. It will just make your skin look really bright and glowy, is kind of what I notice more with vitamin C. And it's a great combo to have the vitamin C in the morning, retinol at night, because then you're getting that, skin cell renewal at night. It's doing the work to kind of flip things over. And the vitamin C is protecting all the work that you did the night before throughout the day. And especially the Citrus Serenity, it's a time release one. So you're really getting the most out of it throughout the day. But it definitely, you want to be cautious with vitamin C. I would recommend doing a medical grade vitamin C because the over-the-counter ones I've tried, the molecule of vitamin C is too big and it'll cause me to break out. So depending on if you're acne prone, vitamin C and retinol, the serums are the things that I'm like, if you're going to do anything medical grade, have it be the serums.
All right, next question. I think I have pretty good skin. How do we know if we should use or need retinol?
I mean, I have been using retinol since I was 19. And not to toot my own horn, but you know, I don't have any lines or anything like that. It's one of those things, you use it as the keep at bay.
Could also be that you're 12, Gabby, for crying out loud.
She looks
you.
12. She looks 12.
It helps keep things where they're at. You know, it's like doing Botox, where Botox is going to keep things where they're at. They're not going to reverse any sun damage you have. But if you're a furrower or a brow lifter, it's going to kind of keep any lines from coming up. Which again, with the question saying there's another one, will retinol remove existing fine lines and puffy areas under the eyes or just prevent new ones? Both. So it will help to kind of fill in those lines. Not as good if they're super deep. You know, it's one of those things where you kind of have to weigh your options of, do you need treatments, or is this something that you're going to be happy with kind of fixing, helping a little bit? But it also depends, is it one of those range of motion lines where, like, when I smile, I get that puffiness right there. If I lift my brows, you know, I'm getting the lines through here. Retinol's not going to really help me with those because I have a really expressive face. I'm bound to have those lines one day if I don't do Botox, if I don't keep up with those things. So if it's one of those range of motion lines, like the smile lines, things like that, I can't promise that retinol is going to do much for those. But for the general, you know, like little lines and things through here, oh yeah. Eyes, it's tricky if you're a smiler, so.
Last question. Fully has a number of eye products. Gabby, can you address how to use them together by product name?
So as of right now, what we have as far as eye products, you know, we have our, of course, our lid hygiene, but we have our rewind time, and I believe we have another eye product that we haven't had in stock in a while because it's okay, but I found something I like more. And my favorite one for the eyes now is Durastore. And this one is an all over face product. You know, it doesn't have to be just for the eyes. I will use it on my eyelids, my lips, my cuticles. I think it's a waste on the cuticles, but you can. It's super moisturizing. And this is what I use now for my kind of moisturizing eye cream. And this is what I would use if I'm trying to get some more work done. So for me, even today, I had a little bit of dryness on my eyelid where I can just tell that it was a little, I don't want to say scaly, but it was just kind of dry. I used the tiniest bit of this and I put it on the lids and it feels so soft now. So this is kind of my new like wonder product for everything and anything if you need moisture.
And Gabby, really quick, how often can you use Do Restore? That's our hyaluronic acid.
Morning, night, all the time.
So there's no limitations on how often you can use it.
Yeah, I mean, so what it does is it's suitable for all skin types. It contains this mineral complex that regulates oil. So if you're even on the oily side, it's going to help regulate to make that oil more kind of in the normal range. So it's not going to make you super oily. If you're super dry, like I always have dry skin, then it's going to help to really kind of like juicing it up. Like for me, like my lids already just feel so plump after using this. I'll use it on my lips. It's a great just all around, it kind of revives you. If I were using these together, like I wanted an eye cream for morning, night, everything, I would be using this at night and I'd be using this on my off days. So when I'm doing, say, night 1, use the rewind time, night 2 and night 3. If you're a makeup wearer, I don't know if I'd wear this in the morning. If you do like eyeshadows and things like that, because it's kind of slick. I feel like powders wouldn't apply.
I put it on this morning.
Oh,
full face makeup. I have no.
I'm not an eye makeup person, so I don't really know. But you could do this morning and night. So I would say basically whenever you're not using this, you could use this because.
And Gabby, can you use the Do Restore with the Citrus Serenity?
Yes.
Okay.
Do Restore, I don't think there's anything you can't use hyaluronic with because it's something your body already makes.
Gotcha.
And this one is also safe for on the eyelid, unlike the retinol. This one, I've never had any issues with. It feels amazing, and it's so good.
So just what I did this morning, what I do when I am putting on my makeup, or before I put on my makeup, I do my skincare. I do my Revive, which is our moisturizer. And then I add a little drop of the Citrus Serenity and a little drop of the Dew Restore, and I rub them together and I put it on my face, and it feels fantastic.
So the one thing I would try tomorrow is go ahead and do Citrus Serenity first. And if you like mixing the Dew Restore, because it is one of those things, it'll feel a little too thick by itself if used.
That's why I mix it with my moisturizer, because
So
it makes it
try
a
the
little thick
Citrus
for me.
Serenity first, and
Okay.
then mix the Dew Restore with the Revive and apply, and then wear your sunscreen, because you didn't mention that. Sunscreen, always, or else the vitamin C is doing nothing.
I was going to be inside all day. I wasn't leaving. I'm so sorry.
Well, you know, we know Amy loves being outdoors, and I do too. You know, from years of being a marathon runner. Marathon runners have the highest rate of melanoma, and I grew up in Southern California, so I'm paying for my sun exposure. And I've learned from Gabby, I get my SPF on every day after I do the hyaluronic acid and mix that with my moisturizer, and then I do my SPF. But that's it. You know me, you know, patients, I don't do anything. I mean, I'm really plain Jane, unless I'm lecturing. And we didn't have time for me to throw on any makeup today, because we went right from clinic into this. So
You sure did.
but you know, I definitely have noticed a difference, and I definitely noticed how much more comfortable my skin is. And I had horrible acne and terrible skin all my life, and it was shocking to me that still having acne in my 40s and going, what the heck is this? Until I started learning about the skin biome. And so it really is a good way for us to not only treat ourselves and feel good about ourselves, but to protect our skin biome. I mean, this is critical for keeping those bad actors out of our skin and our immune system. So this is not just for fluff, guys. This is really preventative. And as you were saying also, Gabby, preventing the sun damage that we have to minimize skin cancer and all these other things we can have. I think it was nice to hear that we're talking about lids and skin cancer happens here. I mean, you know, First Lady, you know, Joe Biden just had a number of basal cell carcinomas removed from her upper eyelids in the crease area where you don't see those things very often. So, and as women, I don't know about you guys, but pre-pandemic, my morning routine was just blasting things on to hide anything and then get out the door. And then we started wearing masks and I couldn't wear any foundation anymore. And then I'm like, holy crap, what's this? What's that? Oh my God, my skin is blotchy. And I never paid attention to my skin till the pandemic. So that's probably just me, but Gabby's helped us all out. All right. Any other questions that we have from our patients, our wonderful patients? You guys are amazing today. I think is there one left?
Saying great presentation. Thank you, Terry.
Yes, Terry, you're so sweet.
And she
All
liked hearing
right.
the specifics of the routines.
Yes.
Oh, I
And
can have a whole hour where I talk about my routine. We'll have to have one of those events where I just bring in all my products and just show
Yes.
everything.
Definitely. I think that's going to be one of those must-see TV moments for sure. All right. Well, I think Stevie's got some prizes.
Yeah, just
Yes.
really quick. And another reason that we want you guys who with the skincare is to get your face prepared for any treatments that you may sign up for. It's just a huge thing. If your face is ready, then your treatments are going to work better.
Thank you, Amy. That was spot on. All right,
Okay.
Stevie.
All right, Stevie.
Okay,
Which one we want to do first? Facial, eye?
well, first I'm gonna say, we're gonna give away, obviously, what she's holding in her hand, one for each person. We're gonna have two winners. For some reason, I can't talk because I'm ahead of myself. So for the rest, from today until February 10th, those two are on sale for 20% off also. All right, so now drum roll. Okay, you're the winner of the rewind time. is Karen.
Yay, Karen.
Oh, all right,
Woohoo!
Karen. Woohoo! Awesome.
All right, now the anti-gravity wonder. Oh my gosh. Pandora. Oh,
Oh, Pandora.
Karen.
Congratulations.
Whoop, whoop.
That's
So yes.
awesome.
If
Just-
anyone is starting treatments with me with IPL, you're not allowed to use these yet. So
Thank you for being here, Karen.
Wait.
We appreciate it.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, because I don't know last name, so not allowed to use these if you're seeing me in person for treatments.
Well, we all look forward to everybody next month. We are going to be talking about some more things. You guys will be seeing us posting some wonderful stuff on our social media and an email blast. Definitely always the last Tuesday of every month, starting at 12:15, and we'll end by 12:45. We promise we will. And we look forward to meeting and seeing all of you guys throughout the year. We're excited. We're going to have a lot of fun this year, a lot of cool new stuff coming. And of course, I'll be on the road. This week, I go to Bozeman, Montana. Last week, I was in Denver. And then I've got a whole bunch more to do next
It's gonna
month.
be cold.
It's going to be cold. I know. But hey, it's Yellowstone country. So who knows? Maybe I'll
So
see
beautiful.
Kevin
So
Costner
beautiful.
there. I don't know. Maybe some beautiful people there. I don't know. Anyway, I look forward to seeing all of you when you come in. We love your wonderful smiling faces. We appreciate all of you so much. Thanks for tuning in for our first one of the year. And thank you, Gabby, Amy, and Stevie, our awesome aesthetics team. Always here to answer questions or concerns. And Gabby is always available for skin consultations. So if you have anything you've always wanted to know about aesthetics, she is your gal. All right.
Thanks for joining
Till
us
next
on your
time.
lunch, everyone.
Thank you.